today I'm gonna be playing out the 2023 season for the Cleveland Browns, but after every touchdown that Nick Chubb scores, we get to steal a player from the team he scored on. And I mean, obviously the Cleveland Browns are already in a pretty good situation right now. I mean, they made it to the playoffs last year, even though they were a first-round exit, but as long as Chubb goes off today, this team's just gonna keep getting better and better. I mean, looking at it right now, obviously the Browns already have a very solid offense. And I mean, on the other hand, there's no question about it. This is one of the best defenses in the league. So as I said, this team is already in a pretty good situation right now. But to start things off, we have a little bit of a test because in week 1, we have to play Joe Shiesty and the Cincinnati Bengals. And I feel like it really doesn't matter how good your team is. It is always going to be difficult to beat a player like Joe Burrow. We also have terrible field position to start this drive off, but I'm hoping our running backs can get us into a better situation here. I mean, we have one of the best running back duos in the league, I feel. I mean, we got Kareem Hunt, and obviously we also have Nick Chubb. And I mean, obviously, if those two can play the way I think they're going to play today, the ground game is going to be pretty hard to beat. But I'm going to keep it on the ground with Chubb again here. And this time it looks like he's going to get away, and nobody is going to catch him. Yeah, okay, I cannot believe we actually got away for that much yardage, but I'll take it. That's an easy touchdown from Chubb. I mean, last second, I was kind of just waiting for somebody to pop out of nowhere, but obviously that never happened. So Nick Chubb's gonna get his first touchdown of the day. And obviously, since Chubb scored that touchdown, that means after this game, we get to steal at least one player from the Cincinnati Bengals. We're back out here in the third quarter right now, though. And I mean, things could definitely be going better for us right now, but they could also be going worse. I mean, we're only down by 4 points, so as long as we score something here, we are going to be either 1 point away or we're going to have the lead. I'm really not hoping for a field goal though, so hopefully we can get in the end zone. I'm going to try and go for Amari Cooper and see if he can get open. That's going to bring up a third down. Defense had him on locks that time, man, so just like that, it's either something or nothing here, man. I mean, if this doesn't work out, we're going to be getting held to a field goal, but we're going to find him for the first. So thankfully that is going to keep the drive alive, which means 16 yards to go and we're in for the touchdown. I'm gonna try and see if we can get Nick Chubb going again. I mean, 2 touchdowns from him would definitely be nice in terms of upgrading this team, but I already know who I'm gonna take for the first player. But if we get another one, I'm not gonna lie, I actually have no idea who I'm gonna take. Since we couldn't get the first down there though, I mean, that is gonna bring up a third down, so we need 2 yards to keep this drive alive. But for a player like Nick Chubb, that is nothing. And I mean, that also brought it all the way to the 1-yard line. So I mean, as long as we don't get stopped behind the line here, that is going to be Chubb's second TD of the game. It looks like we're getting caught though, so it's 3rd and goal. I mean, I feel like we just got to keep running it until we get in, man. I mean, even if we get stopped here, I'm probably just going to go for it on 4th down. Come on, please, Chubb. No way. I swear, if we came all this way just to get stopped at the 1-yard line, I am going to be extremely butthurt. So I'm really hoping the O-line can actually give me some blocks this time, and thankfully we're actually in for the touchdown. I mean, that took a lot more effort than the first touchdown that we scored, but either way, that's going to be 2 touchdowns on the game for Chubb, and that's going to give the lead back to Cleveland. But unfortunately, after all of that, it looks like we're still going to be losing this game to Joe Shiesty, so the Bengals are going to take it 28-24. But since Nick Chubb finished that game with 2 touchdowns, we did get to steal 2 players from the Cincinnati Bengals, and obviously Deshaun Watson is good, but he is no Joe Burrow. So now we have Joe Burrow, and we also took Jamar Chase. I mean, after adding that duo to this offense, I feel like the Browns are kind of instantly Super Bowl favorites, but that's going to bring us to week 2, and I feel like we really need a win because obviously we're coming off of a loss, but this time it looks like we're going to be taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I mean, you know, we had to pull out the all whites in this game, man. I mean, I feel like these jersey helmet combos, probably gotta say these are a top 5 jersey. Oh, bro, no way. That's how we're gonna start this week off, man. Can we catch him, please? I mean, at least we stopped him, so the defense was not able to score a touchdown, but they scored anyway, so we're down 7-0. But as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by that fumble, is that I feel like these all-white Browns jerseys are definitely a top 5 uniform in the league. But I'm gonna try and go for Chase this time, and hopefully we don't fumble the ball anymore, because that would really screw us. I mean, I wouldn't say this is a must-score drive or anything like that, because obviously we still have a lot of time to come back, but it would be nice to tie things up here. Come on, Chubb, get going. We're getting caught, and that does make it 3rd and 4. So I mean, I guess we got to give the ball back to either Njoku or Bell. Bell did fumble it last time, so I kind of want to see if he can make up for his mistake. He's gonna get the 1st down, and this time he's gonna hold on to the football, so that is a lot better. I'm gonna try and go for a shot here though. I mean, this wide receiver duo is crazy, bro. If we can get Amari Cooper open, that is going to be a huge pickup. On the other hand, if we could have got Chase open, that would have been a touchdown, but we'll just go out at the 2 with Cooper, because I mean, this way that gives Nick Chubb a chance to try and get a touchdown here. So hopefully he can punch this in. That is going to be close. I mean, I'm just really hoping that this isn't going to be a repeat of last time where we have to go for it on 4th down here. I'm hoping we can punch it in now. Let's go. Okay, Chubb's in. That's a touchdown. So that means we get to take at least one player from the Steelers after this, and better yet, that is going to tie the game up at 7. We're coming back out here in the 3rd quarter though for another very important drive, because we are down by 1 point right now. So as long as we get anything on the board, that is going to give us the lead, but we're clearly looking for a touchdown. And I mean, if we can score a touchdown, I'm hoping we can also get like a 2-point conversion to work out for us, so we can stretch it to a 7-point lead. Come on, give me a block. That's going to be a 1st down from Chubb. Low-key kind of surprised that he was able to get that much yardage after getting hit there, but it is Nick Chubb, so I mean, that is definitely reasonable. I'm gonna try and put in the air this time though, and we have Jamar Chase open. I mean, he got creamed at the end of that play, but thankfully he held on to the football there. I'm gonna keep it on the ground again though, because this defense, you really don't want to put the ball in the air too much against Pittsburgh, because they will burn you if you make a mistake. I mean, they are obviously a huge threat for us. I'm gonna try and go for another run with Chubb. If this works out the way I want it to, we got some open field. That is gonna be another 1st down, and it looks like it's gonna go all the way because he is not getting caught. So that's gonna be Nick Chubb's 2nd touchdown of the game. That does give us the lead. I feel like we kind of got to go for the 2-point conversion though. I mean, at this point we really have nothing to lose, so I'm gonna try and go for Chase, and it looks like he's gonna hold on to that. So that is gonna make this a 7-point lead for the Browns. But either way, we somehow still managed to lose this game in overtime, even though we have Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase on this team now. I mean, I honestly can't believe that we are off to such a bad start right now. I mean, we're 0-2 with one of the best teams in the league, but I feel like that game was definitely on the defense, because the offense did pretty good in that one. So I focused on them by taking TJ Watt and Minka Fitzpatrick. So I'm hoping all of our problems will be solved at this point. But after that, we went ahead and simmed to week 6, and it looks like we are 2-2, so we finally got some wins, and we have another very tough matchup against the San Francisco 49ers. I feel like the harder the game, the better for us though, to be honest with you, because I mean, that means whatever team we're playing obviously has a lot of weapons. So as long as Chubb goes off, we do get to add some very solid players to this team. And I feel like this is also kind of like a prove it game for Cleveland to see how good this team really is, because we have obviously had some issues with losing so far. We're gonna have Njoku wide open. I mean, we seem to be making pretty good progress down the field right now. I'm just hoping we can keep this up. I'm gonna keep it on the ground with Kareem Hunt this time though. Come on, we're gonna get away from Warner, and that's another 1st. Oddly enough, considering the 49ers probably have the best defense in the league, maybe next to the Baltimore Ravens, this does feel a lot easier than when we were playing Pittsburgh. I mean, I don't want to get carried away because this is literally the 1st drive of the game, so they'll probably wake up in the 2nd half or sometime this drive, but right now I feel like we're torching them. I'm just gonna keep running the ball with Chubb though, and hopefully we can get in at some point. I mean, that does bring up a 3rd down, so if we get stopped here, that is gonna make things very interesting for us, but I feel like this guy... No way. Come on. Keep going, bro. It's 4th and 2. I'm not kicking a field goal. I do not care. If we get stopped, that's definitely going to suck. But hopefully we can pick up the first down. Off of a 4th down conversion, we got it. We are really having to fight right now, though. I mean, it seems like ever since I said that we are torching this defense, they have woken up. I mean, it's almost like they heard me, but we're going to score a touchdown with Chubb either way. So that means we get to steal at least one player from one of the best teams in football, and that's going to give us the lead first. We're coming back out here in the 4th quarter, though, and by the looks of it, this game has been pretty much all defense so far. I mean, it's 17-9, so obviously the 49ers are still in this game, which makes this a very important drive for Cleveland. Chase is gone. I mean, if we can score here, that's going to make it very, very difficult for San Fran to come back, because that would make it a 2-score lead, and we are in the 4th quarter right now. That is a dot to Amari Cooper. So that is going to put us in field goal position, so we should be able to get at least 3 points on the board, which I honestly might take if we have to, because either way, that is going to make it a 2-score game. Njoku almost got in for the touchdown. So I mean, 3 yards to go and we're in now, which honestly shouldn't be too bad, but these guys did make a stand last time, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. But this time it looks like it's going to be a lot easier to get Nick Chubb in. So that's going to be his 2nd touchdown of the game once again, and that is going to extend this to a 2-score lead. And thankfully after that, it looks like we did go on to win this game. So that is 3 wins in a row now for the Cleveland Browns. But obviously, since Nick Chubb was able to finish that game with 2 touchdowns, once again we are able to take 2 players from the San Francisco 49ers. And for the offense, we stole Trent Williams, and to help out the defense, you already know we had to take Nick Bosa. And I mean, considering these quarterbacks that we're going up against are going to be getting rushed by Zadarius Smith, Myles Garrett, and Nick Bosa, I mean, that sounds like an absolute nightmare to me. But after that, we went ahead and simmed to week 10 to see how this team was doing, and it looks like we've obviously been pretty solid. I mean, we have a 6-2 record right now, and in week 10 we play the Ravens, who are somehow 4-5. I have no idea why the Ravens are doing so bad though, bro. I mean, I really wish I had an answer for you, but with the roster they have, I feel like they should probably be right behind us in the race for the division. I've just learned to not question anything that I see on Madden at this point, though. I mean, you already know how it goes. I'm gonna keep it on the ground with Nick Chubb here, though, and that's gonna be a 1st down and some. That's a lot more than I was expecting. He kind of had the defense fooled there, though, so I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna see if we can get Njoku open here. It's looking like a no, so I'm gonna go for Jamar Chase, who is gonna get there for the first. I feel like I haven't tried to get a slant route to work in a while, so I'm gonna try and go for this. If Chase is locked up, I can probably just go for Njoku, but we're barely gonna fit that in. That was a dot from Burrow. That is obviously gonna set us up perfectly for Nick Chubb, so I'm hoping he can punch this in for the touchdown, because obviously if he does, that is gonna give us the lead first. So that is gonna put the Cleveland Browns up 7-0. Even though Baltimore has a terrible record, I feel like this is still gonna be a very close game. And I mean, obviously it looks like I was right, because we're back out here in the 3rd quarter and we are up by 3 points right now. So I mean, at least we have the lead. But oh, come on, get going, get going. That's a 1st down. I honestly thought he was gonna break away there for a second and get like a crazy touchdown like we had at the start of this video, but either way I'll take that, because our field position was, oh, that's gone. We're gone. Get going. Come on. That is going to be really close. Williams is on us, but it looks like we're going to get away for the touchdown. So Jamar Chase is going to get in the end zone this time. I mean, we already got 1 touchdown, so all I'm worried about at this point is winning this game. We're back out here in the 4th quarter, though, and the clock is ticking. So, I mean, we kind of got to hurry it up. We are down by 3 points right now, so it looks like this game is going to come right down to the wire. That was almost picked. I am so happy he couldn't get his hands on that, man, because that would have pretty much put things away. I really hope we can get Jamar open here. Oh, that's not gonna happen, but we are gonna have Amari Cooper, so that's gonna set us up. I mean, obviously at this point we just gotta take the field goal and send this game to overtime, so hopefully we can still win this thing. We almost missed that. That was way too close.
A few moments later.
I mean, we're back out here in overtime, though, and as you can see, we have a chance to finally put this game away, man. I mean, Baltimore's already had a possession, so as long as somebody gets open, That is going to put things away. Nobody was on Jamar Chase. I mean, I feel like he is one of the last players that you want to leave wide open, but that makes things easier for me. So I will definitely take that. I mean, as a Ravens fan, that loss really hurt to watch, even though it's just Madden. But regardless, that is going to be a huge win for the Browns. But since Chubb finished that game with just the one touchdown, we only got to steal one player from the Baltimore Ravens. So you know we had to go ahead and pick up Roquan Smith. But this is the final product of this defense after all of the upgrades. I mean, obviously we're looking pretty unstoppable right now. And on the other side of things, I mean, the offense honestly might be even better. So obviously we are going to be a very tough team to beat from here on out. And we have won 7 games in a row. So I'm hoping we can keep that up and finish off the season strong. And it looks like Cleveland went off because they're going to finish off the season with a 15-2 record to win the division. But we play the Chargers in the wild card round because apparently Kansas City went 16-1. So that might be an issue for later. But it looks like we're going to beat the Chargers in the wild card round. And we're also going to beat the Buffalo Bills in the divisional round. So now we play the 16-1 Chiefs for a trip to the Super Bowl. And I mean, so far this has been one hell of a game, man. I mean, we're tied at 21 in the third quarter right now. So this is a very important drive for... Oh, come on, that's a first. But obviously this is a very important drive for Cleveland. I mean, it seems like the only 2 players that have been able to stop Patrick Mahomes so far have been Joe Burrow and Tom Brady. And obviously we have Joe Burrow, and Jamar Chase almost escaped for a touchdown. That would have been absolutely insane if he took that all the way, man. But either way, that brings it all the way to the 12. So that was one hell of a pickup from him. Chubb is getting caught in his tracks, though. I don't even care, bro. I'm just going to go for another slant route because that honestly just did wonders for us. So I'm hoping we can get Chase open again here. Come on, please catch that. That's going to be a touchdown. So that touchdown is going to put us right back in the lead. So hopefully we can hold on to that. I mean, this game was a nail biter. Obviously, we're going to win this thing. But at the end of this, Mahomes got the ball all the way to the 1-yard line. So if he got one more yard, that would have won the Chiefs the game. But either way, that's going to send Cleveland to the Super Bowl. But to end off the season, it looks like MVP is going to be going to Madden's favorite player because Dak Prescott is going to be winning again. And it looks like Mahomes came second place in the votings and Burrow did come third. And we all know that Madden just absolutely loves the Dallas Cowboys. So this should be no surprise that the last team we have to beat is the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, I'm really hoping this is something that does not carry over into Madden 25 because I have seen enough of the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. But I'm going to put in the air to start things off here. And that is going to be a first down from Cooper. I mean, in case you haven't noticed, we are up by 7 points in the third quarter right now. So we do have a chance to go up by 2 scores here, which is not going to put the game away yet because obviously there's still a lot of football to be played, but that would help us out quite a bit here. I'm just going to keep it on the ground again, though. This time we're going with Kareem Hunt, who's got another first. Gonna try and go for a shot here, though. I mean, if this doesn't work out, we might have to throw this away. I gotta make sure I don't throw a pick or anything here because at this point, that would really hurt us. Come on, that is going to be close. He caught it, though. I don't know how he got there, but he did. For a second there, I low-key thought I threw an interception. I mean, I probably should not have put that in the air, but if you have Jamar Chase, I guess you can do whatever you want. And Nick Chubb is at the 1-yard line. I mean, it seems like we have had some struggles at the 1-yard line today, so hopefully that doesn't carry over into this game, but as long as we punch this in, oh my God, it's going to happen again. 3rd and goal. We really need this, man. I mean, I did not come all this way just to kick a field goal, and I also don't feel like dealing with the stress of going for it on 4th down, but that is what's happening. I mean, obviously we have to make a decision at this point, and I'm just gonna go for it on 4th down because I feel like we've been pretty good at converting these today, and once again we're gonna get in on the final chance of the drive. So that is gonna extend this to a 2-score lead, even though Dallas did almost make a stand there, and once again it's gonna end with another 1-score game, but that doesn't matter because it looks like the Cleveland Browns are actually going to get the job done. I mean, after all of the upgrades, this team was absolutely loaded. I mean, if you include playoffs, they won like 19 games in a row, which is absolutely insane. So obviously this is well deserved, but as you can see, Joe Burrow and the Cleveland Browns are going to be hoisting the Lombardi trophy to end off this this video. But that's gonna do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, comment the most random thing you can think of so we can confuse everybody in the comments section. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.